Hey everyone, Ryan here, and this is my review of the 2024 LEGO Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Given set number 75375 with 921 pieces, this set comes in at $85, making it the most expensive LEGO Star Wars midi-scale, Starship collection, according to the side of the box, set to date. The box art on this set celebrates the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, and I think it fits this midi-scale Falcon really perfectly with the blue glow behind it, the striping below. I think everything just looks really nice and clean on this box.
LeBron James.
Opening up that box, we'll find a bunch of numbered bags and surprisingly no sticker sheet accompanying it because inside of those bags are completely printed parts. How crazy is that? The instruction manual is also pretty cool though because it includes a write-up for the Millennium Falcon that you can pause to read if you'd like. And then in the Starship Collection sets, LEGO Star Wars has actually been pointing out the Easter eggs that are integrated in the build throughout. So you don't have to be a mega fan to know what's going on, which is great. In this case, we have R2-D2 and Chewbacca playing holo chess. The holo chess piece is printed, which is crazy cool. We also have Han, Leia, and C-3PO, and they even gave C-3PO his silver leg, and then the third Easter egg is Obi-Wan training Luke Skywalker. So it's pretty dope to see all those little Easter eggs inside of Millennium Falcon, although it is something you only get to enjoy during the build process as they get covered up and don't have panels to access them. With the build now finished, I want to talk about the display stand. It's something they did not include in that 2009 midi-scale Falcon, but having it here I think adds a lot to this set. On top of it, we get the printed 25th anniversary brick, which I think looks great, but if you don't think it looks great, on the bottom of the LEGO Star Wars Millennium Falcon printed tile, you can see there is an extra grill piece. You can take the 25th anniversary brick off, place the grill piece on, and now you have a completely clean display stand. So it's just kind of up to your preference. Now there is something that sets this stand apart from the other stands in the line, and that's that it is at a slight angle. The other stands are completely vertical. This one displays the Falcon with a tilt to it, and I thought that was a great idea. I think it adds a nice dynamic aspect to the Falcon here. The other like capital ships that they've done, yeah, sure, straight on the stand, whatever. But the Falcon, having it look like it's flying through the sky, it just looks so nice like that compared to what it could have been. The only downside is that you lose the detail of the bottom turret. They had to completely remove it because, of course, that is where the stand is inserted into the bottom of the Falcon. So you lose a little bit of detail on the bottom of the Falcon, but I think it's more than worth it for the dynamic display. On top of the Falcon, we have the one turret that actually exists here, and it can move up and down, and it actually looks really nice. I love the design on this thing, much better than what we saw on the 2009 version. And underneath that, our first look at one of the printed tiles included. I think it looks great. So happy that these are not stickers. The other posable thing on top of the Falcon is the radar dish. It has a very small range of movement, as you can tell, and it can be pointed up or down at your leisure. So it's a little something, but I just prefer to leave it like that. The printed tiles on the front of the Falcon also look amazing. It's 4 of the same exact tiles, just in different orientations, and to compare them to what we saw in 2009 with the stickers, yeah, it's night and day. Like, these look awful in comparison. It's great that they've gone and printed them now with such a more intricate design. It is a little weird to see open studs on the front of a Falcon. I don't know if they've ever done that. Usually there is some type of covering to make it basically look like a headlight, because I think it's the tractor beam projector. But as we look to the side greebling, it also looks amazing. They've done a great job introducing a lot of detail on the side of this small Falcon. And then we have the airlock. Not only is it well designed, but the piece inside, once again, is printed. It looks fantastic. And you guessed it, it's also on the other side. Looking further back on the Falcon, you can see the cutout for the blue exhaust piece there. It looks so good. It's a very nice splash of color on the very back of the Falcon, and you can see they've nicely rounded it off. Despite having some very distinct sections on the back of the Falcon here, it's still nicely rounded off. You can see kind of a gap in there. It's a more intricate design than you would imagine. Like, it's really cool building this thing, just how many different things are worked into it to get the shaping down. Essentially, we're just going to have one piece clip on the bottom here, and you can see it's ready to be attached because this one also has a clip on it. And so we need to flip it around, actually. We're going to clip that in like that, and then they squeeze together, snap together, and they're good to go. I mean, it's really intricate, especially when compared to what we saw in 2009. It's just night and day. Now, having a good looking cockpit is going to be integral to having a good looking Millennium Falcon, and they did a really good job with the design. The angling, everything looks really nice, except for a few unsavory gaps. That's definitely going to be something that I don't think is a deal breaker for me. Could be for you, but because this is displayed on the stand in the opposite direction, you don't really notice it. Now, the print on the cockpit, though, is undeniably great. It looks so good. Everything comes together perfectly. On the old set, it was 3 different stickers to make up that main windscreen, and on this set, it's just one really nice print. So a massive upgrade there, very high quality for that cockpit piece, and overall a good design, just with some unfortunate gaps, but it's a give and take. The last thing I have to show off is the bottom of the Falcon. It's really clean looking. I really like it. However, it's not 110% accurate, as we discussed earlier. I'm missing the turret. It's also missing landing gear boxes or landing gear itself on the bottom at all. So that's something that definitely, could have been there, I suppose, but I don't really care. I think it just looks really, really clean like this. I'm a really big fan of the bottom of this Falcon. But of course, when it's on the display stand anyway, you're really not going to see it. If you want to display this without a stand, you can. You can just lay it down. But I don't really know why you would, because it looks so good on the stand. One more thing about this set. I showed you earlier how the panels are attached. It's just not the strongest set ever. Like, you can see it bending as I hold it. It's probably going to break if I just let go. So just remember, like, this set is built to look really good. It's not built to be the strongest set that they have ever built. It's not a play set. This new Falcon is just so much better than the old Falcon. I used to think the old Falcon was good, and now I look at it and I'm like, man, this one is amazing, Like, it's just crazy how that perspective can change it for you. So for $85, does it feel expensive? It's always going to feel expensive. But LEGO has brought the quality. Printed pieces across the board is something you do not see often with LEGO Star Wars sets. Plus, that cool 25th anniversary brick, of course you can get it in other sets, but maybe this is the one you want with it. I'm giving this set a 9.6 out of 10. I think it's really good with a few small things that I wish were better design-wise, but I also recognize at such a small scale, you just can't have everything. So I think this one's worth buying if you're into the Starship Collection midi-scale stuff. I think it's a great addition to that collection. If you guys want to check out more 2024 LEGO Star Wars set reviews, you can do so on the end screen now.